Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be sharing my entire Superman comic collection pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths. So we're talking Silver, Bronze, and Copper Age. We got a little bit of action, adventure comics, Superman, some Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, and just a little bit of extra goodness in there. So let's get right into it. So right up front we have a Brainiac cover. This is Action 280. Very desirable cover. This is a detached copy, so I was able to get it for a pretty good price. But yeah, very nicely presenting copy, even for the detached cover. And we have Action 294. This is one that I got at my comic shop for pretty cheap recently. Nice Lex Luthor cover there. Action 304. Superman's being outstaged by these other guys. He's looking kind of weak there. Not on his A game, I guess. Then we got Action 309. This is one I talked about on a live stream recently. Someone was asking for my favorite Silver Age story, and this is the one I brought up. This is actually a really cool one if you haven't read it. Superman's being honored on TV, and so all his friends have to be there. And of course, his friend, the reporter, Clark Kent, has to be there, but that would give away his secret identity. So as you can see, someone is there posing as Clark Kent. And who is it? Well, if you read the story, you'll actually see it was JFK, the President of the United States. And it was a very, very sweet story, and a little bit eerie because this was actually published just a couple days after he passed away, tragically. So, very cool, very nice piece of American history there, and really just kind of shows how important Superman was to the culture at the time. This is a cool one, $5 pickup from recently. 313, Supergirl throwing Clark Kent under the bus to Perry White there. And then we're jumping ahead a little bit. 359. This is a Neil Adams cover. I always love collecting his stuff. A lot of rough kind of looking copies there. I'm not really a high grade collector. I just want to have as many of these as I can in my collection. So yeah, that's a cool one right there. Action 367, yeah, as you can see, a lot of these aren't in the greatest shape, but I'm just happy to have them, and especially when I can find them for a good price. Then we're moving into 15 cents, so this is starting to get into a little bit of Bronze Age, and I love the Bronze Age because, you know, you get a lot of the goofy campiness you had in the Silver Age, but with just kind of some, like, sort of darker, weirder, sort of, like, body horror, kind of, like, slashery kind of stuff. Like, this is a wild looking one right there. It's a $5 pickup. And then this one right here, this is Action 404. Neil Adams cover again. I always love collecting his stuff, and this is one I got for free, actually. I was at one of the comic shops in my area, and there was a very nice gentleman who actually paid for my order that day. So that was a free book I got. Action 421, this was a $2 pickup I got recently, and this is a fun one because it has a Popeye ripoff cover. A lot of Popeye collectors really like that one. Action 439. Just another fun Bronze Age cover. That was a $1 bin pickup. Action 446. Lois Lane is kind of investigating Superman there. Fun one. Action 450. Superman kind of looking like the Joker right there. It's Action 458. This is the first appearance of Blackrock. Kind of a weird, more obscure villain. There have been a few versions of this character, but none of them have ever really stuck around. And then we have Adventure Comics, dipping a little bit into some 10-cent adventure. This is $2.35, and this is Tales of Bizarro World. This is a pretty fun pretty sought after book from what I've heard, and as you can see, it's a very rough copy, but very happy to have it still. Superboy is very, very confused. He's holding the bat the wrong way because he's in Bizarro World, so gotta love it there. And another rough 10-cent copy. 261, you got Lana and Lois fighting over Superboy right there. Adventure 281, Superboy is getting some new parents, and Ma and Pa are crying over there in the stands. And then this is a fun one. This is actually a Crypto story. Crypto's been getting pretty popular lately since the Superman trailer. So this is Adventure 310. Superboy swapping places with Crypto there. Kind of a fun, maybe more under the radar Crypto story that people might not talk about as much, so that's cool. And then those are all the adventure comics I have that are Superman related, so then we're going to jump ahead into something a little different. So kind of getting more into like the late Bronze, Copper Age. You got these DC Comics Presents books that were like a Superman team up, and the only one that's really valuable out of these is number 26 because that has a preview in it with the first appearance of the new Teen Titans, so a lot of first appearances in that. It was issue 26. I don't have that, but I do have a few of them. And this one right here is 29, just a Superman and Spectre team up. Then we have 31, Superman and Robin, very cool. Superman and Joker, 41. Most of these are just like dollar bin books, you know, but still cool to have. Superman and Aquaman, issue 48. And 66, Superman and Demon. And then this box right here is cool because aside from a couple things, this is all Superman related titles, and right here up front we actually have my only Golden Age comic. This is Superman 95 from 1955, so the very end of the Golden Age. Good reader copy. Superman 145, 10 center, rough copy, early Silver Age though, so had to have it. Very goofy. Superman 161. You got Superman Goes to War and The Last Days of Ma and Pa Kent. Cool book. Another Bizarro one right here. Superman 169. Big chunk missing out of the cover, but these Bizarro ones are always fun to grab. 172, Tyrant Superman with some kind of Superman doppelganger looking guy. Superman 184, this is one I have that's actually in pretty nice shape for the age of it. Very cool. Superman, Demon Under the Red Sun, it's a fun one. 199, first Superman and Flash race, pretty rough copy, but good reader copy for this book. Had to have it for the key significance there. Superman 203. This is a fun one. Superman's S symbols making a death ray here. Superman 211. Just another fun one. Then we're getting into some more Bronze Age. We got the 15 centers. Got this like little super genius baby here. That's a fun one. Pretty crazy. Bronze Age starts getting weird, and I love it. Superman 235. Oh, this is a really good one that I love. Great cover. 236. Neil Adams cover. You got Superman and Lois Lane is in hell, and he can't get in there to save her. Another Neil Adams. Superman 243. I always have to pick up Neil Adams for sure. Great book. And then another Neil Adams 250. That's a cover I really love, man. That one is just so cool. Then we have a Nick Cardy. This is one that I really like. 261. It's a classic Star Sapphire. Superman as her slave. A lot of people really like this cover for a lot of reasons, myself included. Good one there. Man, this one's a bit of a funny one because I bought this for like $2 a while back, and I read it. It's a fun story. Superman, the Phantom quarterback. It's what I was saying about the Bronze Age. You still have a lot of that campiness from the Silver Age, but then you kind of start getting into some sort of horror-leaning, kind of paranormal sort of stuff right there, and this is a book I never thought I was going to hear about again, but apparently this book is actually heating up a little bit, and people have started paying like $20+ to get a copy of this, since this actually has the first appearance of Steve Lombard, who is the sports panelist for the Daily Planet, and he was confirmed for the James Gunn universe, so everyone was hopping on this, and you'll probably be seeing a lot more graded copies of that coming up. So I'm happy I was able to pick that up for the price it's probably worth. Superman 266, Abominable Snowman, more fun stuff. And then this is a fun one too, Superman 269, all these different ways to kill Superman. I always kind of like some of these like sort of death covers. Maybe I'm just kind of morbid, but that's a fun one to me. Superman 276, this was from the time when Shazam, Captain Marvel, was first brought into the DC universe, and I think at this time he was called Captain Thunder, but yeah, that's a cool book right there. And then 279, we got a Superman and Batgirl team up, very cool. Always love seeing the Bat and Superman team up together. Superman 293, you got Superman being a big meanie right there. That was another one that I got for free when someone was kind enough to pay for my books. Then we have another Neil Adams cover. Always have to pick those ones up. 307, and yeah, that's a wild one. Supergirl smashed the bottled city of Kandor, her home. Why would she do that? I don't know, man. The Bronze Age was weird. Superman 308, another Neil Adams. Of course, gotta pick him up every time. And then we have 387, jumping ahead a little bit. Just a cool one there. 400, always love anniversary issues. A lot of cool names on that. Just kind of a Superman dollar comic spectacular from 1977. Got Lex Luthor and Brainiac on there. Just looked like a fun read. Then we got a few Superboy. I don't have much Superboy, but I do want to start checking out more of it, so. This one's actually the origin of the Phantom Zone, as you can see right there, since cover is partially missing, but yeah. It's a cool book. Pretty sought after if it's in a better grade. Cool Neil Adams one right here, 146. Cool cover with Crypto there. Love that one. And then we have a Nick Cardy, so another artist I really like. And this is 194. And this is another one that, like, this is what I mean about the Bronze Age, man. Things were getting weird. That's a freaky cover. I love it, but man, that's freaky. Alright, and then we got Superboy Volume 2, and this is issue number 1 of that. Superboy's 16th birthday. Very cool, love that cover. Lots of fun. My only Jimmy Olsen book is issue number 100, and I do want to check out more Jimmy Olsen because they were doing a lot of weird stuff with him in the Silver Age, and in this one he gets married to Lois Lane's sister, and that marriage wound up being annulled in this same issue. But apparently that was supposed to be like a change that was going to stick, so I wonder what would have happened there. Who knows, but yeah, good, weird, goofy stuff, so very fun. And we got a few Lois Lanes. I don't have a whole lot of Lois Lane, but these are fun to collect as well. We have 85 here. This is one of the many times that Lois inherited Superman's powers. That was the only Silver Age one, and then we have a couple bronze. 128, Lois killed on their honeymoon, and it's all Superman's fault. Ooh. And then we got Lois Lane 133. Superman's out, and Lois Lane's kind of stuck in bondage there, so who will come save the day? I don't know. And then we got Super Team Family, #1. I know that the Jimmy Olsen book kind of became Superman Family, and I really like the Batman Family as well. This is kind of its own thing, though. This is a #1 here. I don't really know much about it, but looks fun. And then we'll do a little World's Finest. Got a couple other oddball things, but got some World's Finest too. Superman, Batman team up. This is issue 115, 10 center. Rough looking copy, but got Batman and Superman there. Superman is using his X-ray vision to kind of mess with that boat back there, so good stuff. And then we got another cheap one that I got recently. This is one that people actually I've seen pay a little bit more for. They really like the Batmite and Mixed Pitlick team ups. So this is World's Finest 123. Pretty great cover there. So I was happy to get that for cheap. World's Finest 146. This is, I believe, if like Batman was from Krypton or something, like some imaginary stories. Another fun one. This is World's Finest 148. It's a cool recent one I picked up. As you can see, someone like kind of stapled the sides of the book there, but I got it for cheap. Cheap World's Finest, so that's cool. This one right here, I did not pay $20 for this. I just switched out the bag. I did pay a little bit more for this since this is quite a key book. If you've seen the meme where Batman is slapping Robin, this is the book that it's from. This is World's Finest 153, and it's a very classic book, very sought after book, and so I'm really happy to have a copy of this in my collection. Yeah, good stuff. It's like another one where Batman doesn't trust Superman, and Robin was trying to stop him, so yeah, World's Finest 174. Cool one there. This one's cool. People always love the Joker covers. So you got Joker and Lex Luthor battling it out, and Batman and Superman are taking sides. Good stuff. And then 184, we got a memorial going on for Batman, and Superman's there comforting Robin. Got a couple 80-page giants. My husband picked this one up. He's been getting into Superman, so it's 179 and 188. I'm not the biggest fan of these, but they are fun to pick up sometimes. World's Finest 194. I really like this one. You got Superman. His disguise has been blown, and then Batman is the leader of the mafia, sending him a message. Gotta love it. And then these ones are getting into the Super Sons. So in the Bronze Age, there was a version of the Super Sons that was just kind of like a copy of Batman and Superman, but they were kind of young and, you know, rambunctious. So this is 215. I don't have their first appearance, but I do have a few of these. They're fun. And then 236. Pretty goofy cover there. And then this one's kind of similar. This is another Super Sons one. 238. This was a wild story right there. And then we got, I think this one's another Super Sons, 242. And lastly, we have 300 anniversary issue. So, good stuff there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed checking that out. Lots of cool stuff planned, and I've really been enjoying sharing some pieces of my comic collection. So I hope you enjoy seeing it as much as I enjoy showing it. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you.